So you're thinking about moving to Cumming, Georgia. Well, don't let the clouds discourage you because it's a great place to live. I'm here in Vickery Village, which is one of my favorite developments in the Cumming area. And in this video, I'm going to show you this and a whole lot more. We're going to take you around to some different properties and some different price points, show you some homes and see if we can't find something that fits into your budget. And then if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to come back and give you a market recap at one of my favorite spots. So if you have any interest in living here in Cumming, well, you're going to want to stick around for that, and we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, or in this case, Cumming, well then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the changing market here in Atlanta. My name's Denny, and the team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you looking to make the move to Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving tomorrow, next month, or next year, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, maybe even schedule a Zoom, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. I'm here in a development called Vickery Village, which is one of my favorite spots in Cumming. It's around the Polo Golf and Country Club, which is going to be on our home tour as well. But this is one of those, live, work, play developments. I'm here, it's late October. Fall is upon us. This is the first day I've put on my jacket and my hoodie, which I wear a lot during when it gets colder. This is the first day that I'd say it's really cold. It's in the high 50s and it's actually sprinkling. I don't know if you can see some rain on me. And so not the best day to do a home tour, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And Vickery Village on like the evenings and the weekends is packed. Young, old, single, family. There's bars, there's restaurants, there's retail, there's commercial, there's I see eye care, State Farm, haircuts, jiu-jitsu, financial services. One of my favorite coffee shops, Nito, is right there. One of my favorite breweries, Cherry Street Brewery, is right there. I mean, so this is a great development. Right behind me, I don't know if you can see the grass back there, is Polo Golf and Country Club. Those are called the Polo Fields. And so UFA, which is where my daughter plays soccer, they have practice out there. Alpharetta and Cumming are really close in Milton. And so if you play soccer at UFA, I coach youth soccer out there on the Polo Fields. Fowler Park is over that way, just a few miles, and that's where my oldest daughter plays now. And Fowler Park has skateboard, football, basketball, baseball, playgrounds, access to the Greenway. There's Greenway access points, the Big Creek Greenways, 20-mile trail through the woods, walking, hiking, biking, all of that stuff. And then behind this, if you watch when I'm driving around, there's a bunch of single-family homes, very, very, very nice Charleston style homes. It's a really unique design in this area. And so right across the street over there too is One Life Fitness, a storage facility. So really, I mean, talk about just a great place where if you want to like live, work, and play and have lots of, entertainment, parks and recreation, all that stuff can be had right around here. So I'm also going to stop by Halcyon, the Forum, or the Collection, a lot of other like developments in the Cumming area. But Cumming is really big. Like 400 goes up and down from south to north, from Buckhead through Sandy Springs, Roswell, and Alpharetta, and up to Cumming. In the west side is where I'm at, and then on the northeast is where the lake's at. Kind of the Midwest of Cumming is where downtown Cumming and City Hall and that stuff is. But Cumming has about, this is where professional comes in handy. If you just Google population of Cumming, it's gonna say like 6,000. The greater Cumming, like 30040 and 30041, all of that, it's probably like 140,000. Industry's booming, jobs are booming, population is growing, home values are going up. Median home value is probably 475,000. And the internet says that the median household income is probably 48,000, but I think that's just like the little city, because parts of Cumming can be rural. You can still come out here and get lots of land too if you're into that. So really depends on what you want your lifestyle to look like as to where you might land in Cumming if that's where you want to live. But we would be honored to help guide you through that process. And so let's hop in the car. We'll go check out property number 1 and start our home tour. All right, so I decided to stop by Halcyon, and this is really in the northernmost part of Alpharetta, right off of exit 12 off of 400. Like literally, if you're traveling north, you exit 12, it's right there. And this is one of those massive live, work, play developments. It's very attractive. It's growing in popularity. It opened just maybe like a year or two before the pandemic, and it's come back with a vengeance. This place is, I'm here on a Friday afternoon. It's probably 2 o'clock, so there's not a lot going on here if you don't work in the area, but all the evenings and the weekends, this is packed. They're doing live music over here. You got Cherry Street Brewing right there. There's a Land of a Thousand Hills coffee shop over there. They sell beer in there too if you're trying to get away. This is like a couple of different restaurants. You've got Hobnob right around the corner. They do trivia, and which I do frequently with some friends. And right here you have Butcher and Brew, CT Cantina, which is Mexican, Salada, like all kinds of restaurants, commercial, residential, retail. There's an entrance to the Greenway right there, and there's single family homes, townhomes, apartments, condos, all popping up all over here. So really Halcyon is in the northernmost part of Alpharetta, right past exit 12. You hit Cumming and South Forsyth. So I could probably put this in the Alpharetta and the Cumming vlogs. Maybe I'll do that, but definitely a big attraction in and around this area, and something that you should check out when you get here. All right, decided to stop by the collection as well. I was at Halcyon a little bit earlier, and that's like really the northernmost tip of Alpharetta. It's kind of exit 12 on the east side. This is exit 13 on the east side, and the collection is much, much older. The Halcyon's the most recent development. The Avalon, which is also in Alpharetta before that. The collection here at Forsyth has been a staple. It's probably one of the early large developments in the Forsyth County Cumming area. And so you've got movie theaters, you've got restaurants, you've got boutiques, you've got shopping, you've got a lot of commercial, not so much residential, but grocery stores. And then outside of the collection, all the land around it has just been exploding with development. Starbucks, and there's a First Watch across the street, and again on the other side of the exit 2 on the west side. So as you get a little bit further north into Cumming, exit 14, 15, 16, that dead ends into or turns into just red lights, and that area is growing and becoming to get more developed. But this is like really one of the epicenter, one of the original South Forsyth Cumming area developments, and it still looks great. It's in great shape. It's very attractive and popular, busy. There's always people here, even on just chilly kind of Friday in October. You can see all the October fall festive type stuff, and they do events and movies and activations and stuff here all the time, so definitely something you need to check out. All right, I'm here at property number 1 on our Cumming tour, and it's right here behind me. Nice large lot, and just as a reminder here, I'll just pan around really quick. This is the neighborhood, so it's an older, more mature neighborhood. The resale, when I say resale, that means like home was built in 1994, someone's lived in it before, and now it's being resold. So those homes are going to be a little bit more affordable and cost a little less. And then we're going to do some new construction too. And because it's brand new, then that costs a little bit more. But this particular house is listed at $360,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Again, built in 1994. But inside, it's got fresh paint, fresh flooring, carpet, luxury vinyl plank. Kitchens and bathrooms weren't updated. I mean, they're clean, they're nice, but they're not new. And so it's 1,500 square feet, just over. So it's about $240 a foot. And so this is a typical entry-level price point here, at least I'm in the West Forsyth High School district. Remember, Cumming is really long, and it's on the west and the east side of 400. So I'd have to show you 100 homes for you to see everything, every option. Really nice though. This neighborhood looks like you know, people take care of their property, have pride in ownership. This one looks like it's been recently at least updated. This one does too. That one looks more original, so does that one. So looking around, I see like some updated properties and some that haven't been updated in a while, but all of them look like they've been well taken care of. So again, in this West Forsyth High School area, Cumming is on the west side of 400, that's 30040. On the east side of 400, that's 30041. And it starts on the south end of Cumming is South Forsyth County. So it borders like Milton, Alpharetta, North Forsyth. It even goes over on the east side to Swanee and Johns Creek. It borders there. And as you go north, like 400 that I talk about a lot, that runs through from Buckhead up through Sandy Springs, Roswell, Alpharetta, and up to Cumming. When you get even further north, so exit, I'd say around 12 is about where Cumming starts. Right there, Halcyon is a development. Maybe I'll stop by there. It's really nice. And then you get to the collection at exit 13, and then it goes 14, 15, 16. And then 400 just kind of stops with the exit and turns into red lights. Cumming goes all the way through that. And then it's the lakes on the east side, the northeast of Cumming. So you're going to get like lake life. And so the homes and properties will be different up there. But I'm going to run around like what I would consider the most populated suburban areas and show you some options within some good schools. Most of the schools in all of Cumming are highly rated around the state and around the country, so you're going to get a great school. But I'll kind of give you an idea of where I'm at as I go, so you know where, kind of where it's at in relation to everything else. Like I said, this area really borders Milton and Alpharetta, but from this neighborhood, you have close proximity to multiple grocery stores. You can even go west over into Woodstock. It's got close proximity to, I'd say to get to 400, you're probably 10 minutes. And then Vickery Village is in this area, which is an area maybe I'll stop by, kind of a live, work, play development in a really desirable neighborhood. And Polo Golf Club, that's kind of in this area too. So just kind of give you an idea. There's lots of really great stuff around here in terms of parks, recreation, youth sports, all of that stuff. And 360 is a great price point in this area. Let's go to property number 2. All right, I'm here at property number 2. I want to show you some new construction. This is a Lennar development. I'm out here at Mountain Crest, and there's about 674 homes, only 40 of them left. By the way, don't ever just walk into a new construction model like that and buy a house, because you need to have an agent. Like, you need to have someone represent you. The people in there represent them. They're not doing you any favors. So when it comes to negotiations, contracts, and protecting your interest, you need an agent. So whether that's me or whoever you choose, don't go in unrepresented. I'm going to show you real quick. This is the community. So as you can see, 2, 4, 6, 8 tennis courts, clubhouse, pool, kids pool. Like I said, they're going to do 674 homes, and there's only about 40 of them left. But look at that mountain up there. That's why it's called Mountain Crest. Police officers, that's always good to have cops in the neighborhood. It makes you feel safe. But as you can see behind me, this is an idea of what the properties might look like. I'm just going to do a little lap really quick around these other houses so you can get an idea. And I'll tell you, these are going to be in the high 4s to low 5s, depending on the plan that you select. About 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and brand new construction, built 2021. Average price per foot is about $150. And so you saw in the last house that resale was $240 a foot. That's really because it's so small. It was only 1,500 square feet. So these are going to be 3,000, 3,100 square feet. And again, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. I'm in a cul-de-sac. So this is what a couple of the different options look like. A lot of 2 stories, maybe a ranch with a loft idea going on. So yeah, depending on the bedrooms, bathrooms, the finishes, you're at about $150 a foot. And this is right around that $500,000 price point. So I'm going to show you some, in the 700-800s as well. But this is if 500 is your budget, it's a much obviously better value for the house that you get for your money. Let's head to the next stop. All right, I'm here on our last stop on the tour, and I'm in the Polo Golf and Country Club And I love this neighborhood. It originally the houses were built back in the 80s. Excuse me. But it's a very sought after community here in South Forsyth in the Cumming area. And the homes were built in the 80s, and then they've added on phase after phase after phase. So homes are still being built even to this day. And you'll notice there's some traffic because I'm here close to one of the entrances. And so once you get off kind of this main road, you know, it's very quiet and there's not a ton of traffic. But I imagine because of this main entrance, then you're going to get more of that than you normally would. But aside from swim, tennis, clubhouse, the things that you would expect out of a normal neighborhood amenities, this particular property or this particular community has a golf course. And so I've played it many, many times. One of my best friends lives in this neighborhood, and a lot of my friends live in this neighborhood, so I'm very familiar with it, and have played golf here a number of times. It's a great course if you're into golf, but even if you're not, it's a great community. It's very much one of those golf course communities. Close proximity to 400, close proximity to parks and recreation. Actually, right outside of this main entrance, there's a public parking for the Big Creek Greenway, which I talk a lot about. And it's this like 20-mile walking, biking, hiking trail through the woods. And it runs from Cumming all the way down to Roswell and back up. But on the other side of the neighborhood, there's this huge, like not your typical neighborhood little playground, a huge wide open green space in the woods with a playground for the kids and all kinds of stuff, picnic tables, a stream. That actually connects directly onto the Big Creek Greenway so that you can, like, straight from the neighborhood, whether you're on your bike or walking with your family, you can just hit the Greenway and take off for miles and miles and miles and enjoy God's creation. But this particular property here, again, it's like new. It was built in 2016, so it's about 5 years old. It's almost 3,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's beautiful inside, hardwood floors, stone surfaces. It's a huge kitchen island, open concept, 3-car garage, all the things that you would expect in this price point in a beautiful home. But it's about $200 a foot. So you've seen some of the smaller, older resales selling at $250 a foot, and then some of the newer construction, but not as high end, selling at that $150 a foot. And here you have a resale. It's about $200 a foot, but beautifully beautiful inside and out, and a great option in this price point. I've got a little bonus for you, not really a tour after this, and then we're gonna hit that market recap at one of my favorite spots. All right, decided to throw in a little bonus, and you may be thinking like, why are you standing in front of a bunch of dirt and tractors? And that's because this is a new construction development. It's just starting, and it's gonna be in they say, you know, anytime you read the sign and it says 700s, that usually means high 700s, and that's the case here. It's going to be from the high 700s on into the 800s and potentially 9, depending on the size and the finishes, things of that nature. But these homes are going to be 4 or 5 bedrooms, and they're going to be, you know, 3,500 square feet to 4,000 square feet, but brand new construction. And since none of the homes were started, what I'll do is I'll just take a couple of shots from their plans and renderings, and I'll throw those up here in the video so you can see that. But just wanted to give you an idea. You're talking, you know, 3,500 to 4,000 square feet, maybe on a basement, maybe not. High 7s to 900s in this particular development. All right, so I'm sitting here at my favorite cafe in Vickery Village where we started, and I was out on the lawn there, but in that same area there's a little cafe called Nido, N-I-D-O. Give y'all a little look around. So gonna just talk about the overall market here in Cumming and share some data with you, but I brought my family here over the weekend for brunch, and this is one of my favorite spots. I'm having a pumpkin spice latte. So good. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. Real quick, just from a overall perspective, and I'll dive into the real estate numbers here in a second, but you know, it depends on, I use a lot of different sources for data, but I like to get a consensus, and so there's about 140,000 plus people in Cumming, and not just Cumming, the little downtown city area, but there's the two primary zip codes are 30040 and then 30041, and so it's about 142,000 people. The median income in those zip codes is about $105,000. So just a very good job market, high-paying jobs, nice careers. About 85% home ownership, so most people in Cumming own their home. There is some rental going on, and again, 105,000 median income. The median home value is about anywhere from 470 over in 30040 to 500 over in 30041. Those numbers get pulled up a little bit because the property around the lake is more valuable. I mean, if you're going to get a lakefront home, then you're going to be paying for that location, if that makes sense. But the demographics are pretty similar, both very highly rated in terms of public schools, nightlife, diversity, good for families, all of those things. You're going to find some of the best schools in the state for sure. Actually, if I look right here, they're ranked number 4 in the state in terms of zip codes. So really great schools, as well as job markets, home ownership, income, all of that stuff. So let me dive into the real estate numbers, kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on there. Currently, average sale price, like I said, is around 470 to 500, depending on market. New listings this last month, 132 and 115, so 247 collectively, and those are brand new listings. Total homes on the market also pretty close, so to 252. So they're coming and going quickly. Actually, month supply is 0.9 in 30040 and 1.2 in 30041. So basically 1 month supply of homes on the market, and they're moving quickly. So days on market right at 8 days, so a little over a week, which is up maybe a day or two from the hot summer market. But even though it's October and the weather's dropped into the 50s, the real estate market is still pretty hot. You're not going to get 50 showings and 20 offers and that kind of scenario, but you're still going to get multiple offers, and it's going to have to be a strong offer in order to get the home. So that's that. And then the average price per foot is maybe the last thing that you might want to just make a note of, and that is $180. So obviously, is it a resale like we talked about on the tour? Is it new construction, or is it renovated? Like, all those things are going to be a little bit different. How old's the home, and 180. So if it's older and not renovated, it could be a little bit less than 180. But if it's newer and recently renovated, it could be more than 180. Also, smaller homes, by the way, cost more per foot. So if you're looking at a 1,500 square foot home, like there is economies of scale. That 1,500 square foot home is going to be more price per foot than, say, like a 5,000 square foot home, because if you're putting in floors, you're just putting in a lot more floors, but you're not changing locations and getting set up and doing all that stuff. So cost of construction and renovations go down with scale. And so it's really the finishes, the size, all of that stuff is factored in. But Cumming's a great area for job growth and opportunity if you're looking to settle down. Niche.com also ranked it as one of the top places to, one of the top schools, public schools, top 5 best zip codes to raise a family, and top 5 best zip codes to buy a house. So obviously a lot of benefits in Cumming. And again, just as a reminder, 400 goes up and down and kind of splits Cumming in half, and 0040 is on the west, and 41 is on the east. But you have a central, like, downtown Cumming area that's being developed. It's not booming like a Alpharetta or a Roswell, but it is kind of what I would think is the natural next downtown area to really take off, and there will be a lot of development. So there are people moving closer to that downtown area, but most of them are kind of either towards the lake or southwest over towards Alpharetta, southeast over towards Johns Creek, or more further southeast towards the Duluth area. So that's all the things that are around Cumming. If you go far north or west, you're really going to run into more rural land, and if land is what you're looking for, it's still a great place to get some land. So that's what's going on here in Cumming. I could have very easily missed something, so hey, listen, if you live in Cumming or have before, like, feel free to drop a comment below and try to provide as much value as you can. For the people that are watching, we appreciate all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, and by the way, if you're not, subscribe below, tap that bell so you can get notified when we release new videos, and you can stay up to date on the market here in Atlanta, or in this case, Cumming. And obviously, if you're going to make the move, we would love to be a resource. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, schedule a Zoom. Whether you're moving tomorrow, next month, next year, we'd love to help. And until then, y'all have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you around town or maybe on the next episode.